Hi, thank you so much for your interest in my work. So, I been trying to get a handle on how to go about this reading. Um, you are a Virgo, um, but you also probably have some Libra qualities because of your birthday being close to when Virgo turns into Libra. All right, so you're looking for balance in answers, okay, and fairness. Um, your friend, I don't have his exact birth date, but you said he's a Cancer. I just want to let you know that something is going on with these Cancer males these last couple of months or weeks. They have been acting really insipid. So don't think that you're alone. It's just their time to be acting silly. But we know that Cancers are sensitive and they are em- emphatic. Like, in other words, they empathize with people that they care about. Probably to their own detriment, I think. Um, and so when you are involved with them and you're not the person that is needy, they are their attention will focus towards that needy person while you're there saying, well, excuse me, hello, right? So I don't know exactly what's going on. You did say that your situationship is beginning to get complicated. So what I did is I started off giving you a regular, romance angel oracle card reading. And I was going to try to use the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck, and I couldn't get any cards to come out. And I was like, weird. That's never happened. And so I said, all right, and tried to use another deck, the Angel Answers card. Same thing, wouldn't budge. Okay, so I took out the trusted, tried and true regular tarot cards, and I got a little bit of information there. Now, I don't know his situation for sure, but this is what I picked up. He may have an ex-girlfriend or a wife, ex-wife, somebody that he can't seem to get away from. And she could be manipulating him by using children or behaving in a way that makes her seem vulnerable. And that is preventing him from dropping contact with her entirely. And he seems to be putting her needs before his own. Um, when I was doing the love bites, his card came up. One of his cards came up as codependency. So I said, oh, let me clarify that one with the tarot. And with that, I got the, you know what? I'm going to go through this and I'll let you, when we get to it, it'll make more sense maybe. All right? But this whole situation is about your personal growth. There's something that you're going to learn, a lesson that you're going to learn from this situation. Okay? And we'll get to it. So, let's see how we go, right? The first card that came up for you here was Express Your Love, okay? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, perhaps you may have to, be easy with him, let him know that you care. Do something nice, something unexpected, not too much, but something just to let him know that you're still in there, because he's your soulmate. But right now he's distracted. Okay? But the next card that you got was very soon. So this situation should clear up, or resolve itself very soon. Decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And you may have to sit down and decide what it is that you really want from this relationship. And if there's someone else that is an ex-wife or kids or something like that, they're not going, maybe they won't, they're not going to disappear anytime soon. So you need to imagine, visualize exactly how that's going to look. What would your life be like if you were with him with this complication going on, if this is his situation, okay? Next card you got was retreat. Retreat. So maybe you need to step back and watch what happens. Or it could mean that maybe you need to, the two of you need to spend some time together away from this madness, all right? But if not, if he's not able to do that, if you're not able to schedule something like that really soon, I think this is saying that you need to at least take yourself out of it. Like step back from it a little bit and just watch what happens. The next card that you got was, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right. Again, throughout this, as I was laying out the cards, the feeling that I was getting was that sometimes things don't work out as perfectly as we would like. Sometimes people have complicated situations in their life. You have to decide whether or not the love that you have for him can withstand the foolishness that's going on. Also, at the bottom of the deck, when I finished doing the Romance Angel Oracle cards, came children. Now, this could either be that there are children and this is what's complicating the situation, or it could be someone acting very childish, or it could be both, right? And we know Cancer is represented in the Inner Child cards by Peter Pan. And Peter Pan won't grow up, right? He won't grow up. So, this could be just that he doesn't want to grow up and that he may be using something else as an excuse for why he can't. It doesn't even have to be an ex-wife or children. Just now it came to me. It could be a mother that maybe he feels he can't leave her, or she depends on him and he has to be there for her. Some nonsense like that. Not nonsense. I mean, if that's serious. If it's serious, it's serious. But I'm sure that you would understand what it was if it were that, right? So it could be any of those things. But whatever it is, I think that there's hesitation to commit to you because that's a grown-up thing to do. It doesn't matter how old he is. He's just allowing himself to remain in this non-committal situation with you. And this is the excuse, whatever this other situation is here going on. So, let's go on with this. And this is where it got a little interesting. You know, it is all very interesting. The card that came up was, for him, release your ex. Okay? Time has come to clear your energy. Right? But it came in reverse. So if there is someone else or in the picture, he is hesitating to breaking it off or releasing her, letting them out of his energy. There's some attachment there. The next card that came up for him was codependency. Okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And that also came up in the reverse. The next card that came up from the romance angels were, you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay. That fell underneath the card for you that said very soon. So he loves you. He loves you. He loves you. And he's going to straighten this all out very soon. That's what I'm getting. The next card, chemistry. Again, chemistry could be that there is a strong romantic magnetic attraction between the two of you. But it could also mean that this is about family. That this is about family because people who are related to one another have the same chemical makeup, right? That's how I take it. So this could be that this is about the love that he has for this family, his family, or it could be his children. But it's based on family, you know. If it's a wife, it could be that, you know, once you get married, you become, you know, contractually connected to this person. If they have children together, then they do, you know, then that's where the chemistry is. So whenever I see that, and other readers may not see that, but whenever I see that, I also say, you know, not only would it be the chemistry between the client and whomever, but it could be a family situation, right? And that card came directly under retreat. So again, could be that you all need to get away together and get some of your chemistry going because you deserve love. And the next card that came was love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This was the last card for him, but it was in the reverse. So again, he is not putting himself first. He is allowing himself to be played, or his sympathy, someone is you know, like they're using his weakness against him, because they know that he's sensitive like that, and they know that he is a stand-up kind of person. I don't know if the person that he's dealing with, if they're Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, but when I did the clarifications of the codependency and the release your ex cards, he got the Hangman, so he's stuck. Something is keeping him from moving ahead, all right? So he feels like he's stuck, and he may not be really, you know, but that's how he feels, or at least that's how he's trying to. They do play the poor me too, Cancers right now. Anyway, okay, and Two of Wands, all right? So he wants to leave. He wants to. He's looking for a future. He's looking towards the future. He wants to change his circumstances. All right. Again, I think it may have something to do with someone who is a fire sign. Okay, and that could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So maybe his children could be those signs. It could be the ex-wife, maybe the mother, somebody. And that got confirmed because the next card that came out was the Ten of Wands. So this means, though, that he is trying to put this burden down, and that he will put that burden down. And it probably will be very soon. But right now, you know, what is time? Some, you know, it could say very soon, but what does very soon mean in terms of, you know, what we want? You know, we want things now. We want to know something. And I think that you feel like you're being left out of the loop. You're not getting the information that you need to at least make you feel a little more secure in this, so you know what he's doing. All right, and you're ready to walk away from him. but he's got a lot on his plate, and he is trying to resolve it, I feel. Right? So let's not give up on him yet. That's what I'm feeling. All right. So then, as I said, I tried to get my regular oracle cards to come and help us out here, and they wouldn't budge. So got a new deck of numerology cards, and I opened them up yesterday on my unboxing video on Facebook. And these are by Michelle Buchanan. And you know, the conscious say the romance angel oracle cards are by Doreen Virtue. So these cards are based on the numerology method, all right, that genre of divination. And so I shuffled a few times, and I didn't have to shuffle too long. The first card that came up in this situation was forgiveness. Forgiveness. But it came up in the reverse like this. So this is a lesson, I think, for you to learn forgiveness. Again, in the first part of the spread, your part of the spread, that was the card that came up for you too here. Forgiveness and learning. So again, this has been put in your path for you to learn something. Okay? So forgiveness, you have to practice some forgiveness. The next card that came up was nature. And this could be talking about family connections, you know. It also could be that you aren't going out enough and you're not getting enough nature. You're not going out enough. You need to go out, maybe do some walking and some hiking. Maybe you're inside too much working inside, and maybe you need to go out, or maybe he does. Maybe you all need to go camping. Something in nature would probably help, right? Do some walking, meditations, fishing, jogging, something that's going to take you away from the telephones and the cell phones and the computers and the fax machines and all of that. Something that's going to take you away from that. I think that might be called for. The next card that came up was spirituality. All right, so this is talking about being more in touch with nature and being in touch with the divine. To call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, for guidance in this situation and in all situations that you come across. All right? So there is a lesson for you in this, and this may be a time that, this may be the thing that causes you to dig further into your spirituality in order to help you get through this, or at least to help you get an understanding of it. And the next two cards came out together. And one was parenting, and the other one was creativity. So this indeed could be a situation where there are children involved, or it could be that you or he work a lot with children. Somebody could be a teacher, a counselor for kids, but it's saying that whoever it is, they got to be more creative about the way they interact with children, and that could have to do with nature too, taking children out and, like I said, trips, school trips, and camping and things like that. But there's something, parenting and creativity, children. So this may very well be that he has kids, and that could be the holdup, or someone's pregnant and he's not telling you about it, and that may be the codependency, because this person may be needing his attention, and he may not be telling you that he's got somebody pregnant. That may be why he's feeling stuck, and that he knows that he's going to be able to put the burden down soon, because maybe they're going to give birth, and he's looking towards the future, because maybe he's expecting a child and he hasn't told you about it. But you deserve love. And this was love yourself first. Came in the reverse. Could be for him and it could be for you. Right under forgiving and learning was love yourself first. Forgiving and learning and love yourself first. And again, forgiveness over here in the reverse. So, I guess we need to find out what goes on with forgiveness. Because it's been indicated that that's something that needs to be addressed. So we got forgiveness. It's too much. Anyway. Forgiveness is number 9669. That's so interesting. Okay. And that number 6996, don't they use that for Pisces and peace? So maybe there's a Pisces involved in this thing too somewhere. Maybe one of these kids, or maybe the ex, or the mother, whoever. Okay, this card indicates the need to forgive yourself and others for any past actions that may have caused you pain. By drawing this card, you are encouraged to heal any unresolved anger, hate, jealousy, resentment, or guilt that is blocking your success. Such emotions are toxic to your body and hold you back from attracting a harmonious life. For the sake of your health and future happiness, you must forgive the past. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean blessing, forgetting, or condoning the unsavory behavior of others. It means releasing yourself from a self-created prison so you can move forward with your life. When you come to accept and move on from real or perceived betrayals, you create a happier future built on freedom and inner peace. Bitterness only attracts disharmony, misery, and pain. Thus, forgiveness is the best way to get your spirit free. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to forgive people, situations, and behaviors from the past. By reliving past misfortune, you run the risk of attracting more of the same. But when you forgive, let go, and move on, you can make your dreams come true. You improve your prospects for the future when you practice acceptance and forgiveness. And the affirmation that goes with this number is, I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. So, whatever your Cancer male has gotten himself involved in, that you may or may not have been aware of when you started seeing him, if it has to do with children and his family, even if it's an ex-wife, because I'm getting that it's an ex-wife, but that she's holding on, or she's manipulating the situation. But this is who he is. And if you love him, which you say you do, and I believe you do, and he loves you, and he is your soulmate, I think you need to let him know that he can trust you and that you are going to be helpful to him as he tries to navigate whatever the situation is. All right? And don't hold any malice or jealousy or condemnation towards whatever that situation is, especially if it's children. That's not going to work. But if it's an ex-wife who is the mother of the children, you ain't got to like her, but he needs to know that he needs to let you know what's going on. He needs to know that you want to be included in the circle of information. Even if you don't interact with them, you want to know what's happening, okay? And that he can feel safe telling it to you, that you're not going to blow up on him, and that you're going to forgive him, and you're going to help him learn creative ways to parent these children with less contact with their mother. That's what I'm getting. You can do this if this is your situation, and you know, I'm only going with what the cards are telling me. There is a lesson here for you. There's some work for you to do. And again, with this card, this nature card coming up, and this creativity and parenting, I really do believe that this is something that has to do with a family. $77 is spirituality. It's purple, shades of purple and blue. God loves the color purple. This card indicates a need to enhance your connection to the divine, to improve your relationship with yourself, as well as your quality of life. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And your relationship with Source is your path to inner peace. When you find your way to God, you find your way back home. This card is telling you that you are being encouraged to celebrate and strengthen your relationship with the divine in whichever way you choose. You may opt for prayer, meditation, chanting, yogas, or periods of silence and contemplation. Perhaps quiet time in nature, going on a retreat. Going on a retreat. Or attending a place of worship is something you prefer. It doesn't matter which option you choose, for there is no right and no wrong. Only you know your ultimate path to God. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and circles of your life, circles that are encouraging you to strengthen your relationship with the divine. You are also being urged to communicate with your lost loved ones, your spirit guides, and angels, and ask for assistance when required. No request goes unanswered, and no request is too big or small. Affirmation for this is, my relationship with the divine is my path to inner peace. So, this is saying that you need to pray about it, step back from this situation, learn to forgive, and if you have to release them, then that's what you have to do. But I don't think that that's necessary. I think this situation may be for you to be able to express your love to him. All right, make him feel safe, and let him know that you want to hear about it. You want to know about it. You want to know all the details of what's happening. Excuse me very much. And you want to be able to help him when you can, if you can. Okay? That you're going to be there to be the voice of reason when this situation gets out of hand. All right, you're going to help him work through it because that's what he needs. He needs help. All right, and you are Virgo, but you have Libra, so that means that you can help bring balance and you can bring peace, all right, to his life. So my suggestion would be for you to try to hang in there a little longer with him. Don't be impatient, and ask for an honest conversation about what the heck is going on over here. What has him so distracted? What has him acting all crazy right now? Find out what it is. And if it turns out that it is that, a family matter, be it his children or his mother, it could even be his siblings. And again, it could have, there's a lot of I'm going to keep saying Sagittarius. There's a lot of fire sign lurking in that situation. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can get any response from okay, let's try the until today cards. They wouldn't give me nothing before for you, but let's see what they have now that we've talked. Okay, now that we've talked. Alrighty. I forgive myself for believing I'm not worthy of love. Until today, you may have been denying love to yourself. Just for today, allow yourself to accept that. I'm going to do that all over. I'm so sorry. Until today, you may have been denying love to yourself. Just for today, allow yourself to accept that all is good and loving in your life. Okay, so let's not make this situation the enemy. Okay, it's all good. Okay, this is not about you. There's nothing you did. This is him, and this is his relationship, and this is his situation, and you didn't create it, and so you don't have to fix it. You just have to be willing to be there for him while he's going through this situation. But that's up to you. You know, that's your free will. You don't have to be bothered with this if you don't want to. But if you want to, then this is the advice that they're giving you. You have to tap into your spirituality and tap into your creativity to help him maneuver through this situation. If there are children involved, you may have to start spending more time with the kids. He may have to. And so maybe you all can find creative ways to spend time. Also, you need to spend time in nature. All right? Give yourself a chance. Go on a camping trip. The beach is nature. You know, go to the beach. I mean, it's winter here where we are in New York in the United States, but there's beaches all over the world, and wherever you're from, that's another choice of something you could do. Like I said, fishing, hunting, anything out in nature, hiking. You can, between the two of you, come up with creative things to do. You know, get one of those campers and go across. Okay. Okay. This card came up. It says unlikely. Let me see what that is talking about. I was just talking and shuffling, and out came unlikely. Let's see what unlikely is talking about. The situation you've asked about is unlikely to occur as you are imagining it. There may be different versions of events that will take place, or it may be that What you've asked about is simply not in your highest, greatest good. Place your focus on an alternative possibility. Open your eyes to different opportunities. Be willing to experience a unique and more uplifting outcome than what you had planned for yourself. So, it could be telling you that maybe what you were thinking was going on was not it. It could be that what I'm saying is going on is not it. But you got to think outside the box in this. This is the creativity part. You have to think outside the box. And this may not be in your highest, greatest good. We know it's not in his because he feels stuck. And so it can't be in his greater good. But, like I said, you have free will. You don't have to be involved in this. This is not your problem. This is his. Unlikely. Nah, I don't know if I like that. But it is what it is. Let me see if they give us something else, okay? Because that wasn't encouraging at all. All right, let me see. If I can one more, please. So we know what can we do. What can we do? All right. Let's see what this one is. Ask for help from others. All right, so we're going to do some praying. We're going to do some praying. We're going to ask our ancestors for their help. And see, you know, maybe he's not thinking of all the other things that he could do in this situation, and maybe that's why he needs you to help him so he can think another way about it, you know. He may be stuck because maybe he doesn't have the resources to think of what it is he could, another way he could handle it. But you have to be patient, but you have to be clear, and you may have to, you know, walk them through each step because they are acting a little strange these days. Okay, ask for help from others. It's not necessary to do everything on your own. Your angels are asking you to reach out to those around you for assistance. By allowing others to lend a hand, you greatly increase your chances for success, and your plans will begin to move forward. The help you receive may also include important information provided by knowledgeable individuals. The stress of doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges for you. Surround yourself with loving friends and family who are willing and able to lighten your load, and you'll begin to feel much better. So that might be what he needs to solve the situation, and that could be your role. Or you can help him get others to find to fill the needs and to straighten out the situation. Anyway, darling, I hope that this resonated. I hope this made some kind of a sense for you. You know, based on the information that you gave me, this was the reading I came back with. All right, this is what the Spirit gave for me to tell you. So we have somebody that may not want to grow up, okay, and he may be in a situation where children are involved, or he's acting kind of childish. But they're asking you to forgive. I'm going to turn this back around. All right, forgive, make peace. Make peace with the situation, even if you walk away from it. And if you walk away from the situation, you still have a lesson to learn from it. Okay? The lesson could have been something that was said here today, or when you get by yourself, after you finish crying or ranting or whatever you do, if you decide to end this, sit back and see what lessons you may have learned. It may take you a few weeks or a couple of months, I don't know. But look at your relationships, see what the pattern is. Do you keep picking these kind of guys that are all, you know, conflicted and involved in these type of things? Is there something in you that wants to parent somebody? And maybe that's why you're picking these people. You know, I don't know, but that's what I've got. All right, so there's your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it give you something to go on. I hope that at least it was some edification. And if you want to clarify something else, we can talk again. But thank you so much for requesting this, and I appreciate it, and I thank you so very much, and I'll be talking to you soon. I'll send this link to the email that you sent me last night or this morning. Okay, be well. Thank you. Be blessed.